Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Deportivo La Coruna, the Spanish First Division and the ninth league game of the season, which pits Deportivo against Barcelona. It's going to be a very, very difficult game for us. And just to let you know, tomorrow is the Galician derby, Celta Vigo versus Deportivo. So make sure that you return for that one. I know that any self-respecting Deportivo fan wouldn't miss it for the world. But that's not what we're here for today. Today we're here to get our asses handed to us by a team who in real life are really starting to disintegrate. And you can see there they don't have many players around them that are the bench is full of Barcelona players, but that first team is not particularly. Maybe we've got an outside chance. We don't if Javi Montero isn't playing, and it looks as though his form is a little bit off, so we're going to have to keep an eye on him, but I would rather keep him in the starting 11, so we're going to go ahead and have Javi Montero start the game despite his form issues. Peru, despite the fact that his form is looking okay, is a little bit short on stamina, so again we'll have to keep an eye on him. Arbia could move into the centre if needed, and we do have options for right back and left back with Le Goff on the bench. The rest of the team looks fairly much like the team that I would run with, so I think what we might do is just leave it as is and crack on with the game. It's going to be blue and white stripes for us, or hoops I should say, and for Barcelona it's going to be their away change strip of yellow with the sash of blue and dark red. Let's crack on and see how many that Lionel Messi will put past us. Of course, this isn't at all realistic because Lionel Messi will be leaving Barcelona at the end of next season for nothing. I wonder if Barcelona are going to regret that decision slightly. He is worth something to them. I know he has a 700 million release clause, but surely if you could get anything for him, it would be better than losing him for nothing next season, because I don't know if he's going to pull trees up playing for Barcelona next season. I just don't see it. Surely you'd be better off getting the money for him. Maybe there is going to be a scramble for his signature around December time. I don't know, but a lot of fuss being made of Shibazaki at the moment. I had a news report come in to me saying that he was playing very well and developing, and we should keep an eye on him. So I'm hoping for good things from Shibazaki in the next few games, perhaps a bit of a stat boost for him. We're going to have to make sure that Galoppo stays clear of trouble. He's on a yellow card, which means if he gets another booking in this match, he will miss the Galician derby, something that we really don't want to have happen. So there's the lineup for Barcelona, and Ndombele and Ampadu, names that Chelsea and Tottenham fans will be fairly familiar with in the starting lineup. Dani Alves, who I think we're all familiar with from his time at Newcastle not so long ago, is playing at right back for Barca, and he has probably developed into an exceptionally good player. So we start with play down the left hand side. There's runners in the middle. Can we hit them early with a cross? Can't quite get to them. It comes out to Messi, who picks it up deep and plays a long ball forward to Fabio Silva. Well won by Galoppo. And Shibazaki moves it out well to Rene on the left hand side. Through to Momo, who beats his man, skips past him into Berg. Oh, it's an own goal! Unbelievable! Within 5 minutes of the game starting, Moretti has put his own side behind with a misplaced header at the near post. And it just goes to show sometimes you just have to throw it into the mixer and see what will happen. Absolute disaster for Barcelona. A moment of joy for Deportivo La Coruna, who I guess today could put to rest the ghosts of La Liga past, where they were relegated after a fairly hefty and handy defeat by Barcelona in the in their run in to the league all those years ago. So Barca have the ball back. Here's Ansu Fati down the right hand side, and immediately you can see the difference in pace between him and Shibazaki. Pace on the wing is going to be something that we need to be wary of as the ball goes out of a deflection for a corner. Messi to take it. Of course, he's quite diminutive in stature, so his presence in the box not missed. And Tavares manages to keep the ball. No, he doesn't keep the ball in. Comes off of Malejo. Oh, that's very good play. Very good play indeed, and a brilliant save. Fabio Silva claps his hands together in frustration. He obviously felt that that was more than a good enough chance to score, but that goalkeeper, Dani Jimenez, pulling up trees, it seems, today. Go short again. They've got no faith in the height of their side, much like us, to be fair. Moretti. De Jong. Oh, Fabio Silva deflection. And Jimenez manages to cling on to the ball. And away we come with it once more. Cheeky little pass there into Galoppo. Shibazaki now into Arbia. Malejo's making the run. Ball played forward. He's got the running on Moretti. He might get to it first. No, Moretti uses his strength and holds the forward off very nicely. Over the top. Peru Nolasco trying to get onto it and just hoofs it out. He's not taking any chances. When you're 1-0 up, you don't want to do anything that could put your side back on level terms. And Ndombele with uncharacteristic miscontrol of the ball there. Well, some Tottenham fans might say that it's anything but uncharacteristic. De Jong picks the ball up out to Ndombele. Bonaventura with a decent touch on the ball. Malejo plays it up to Berg, who's looking for options, plays it over the top for Momo. And there really wasn't too much he could do there. He could possibly have pulled it back for Rene. Lovely lofted ball, just had a little bit too much pace on it in the end. Momo would have been hoping for it to land on his foot for the volley. Here's Arbia, the right back. He's going to take an in-swinger into the box. None of this short corner rubbish. Malejo goes up to head it, can't get to it. Galoppo picks the ball up outside the area, plays it inside to Bonaventura. Sliding challenge by Ndombele. Very nicely done. And now here they come, racing forwards. Camavinga into Fati. Fati looks to beat his man, but he can't do it. Back to Nuno Tavares. Fati again. Camavinga. Ndombele. Messi. And Dani Jimenez is not going to be beaten from that kind of range. Best player in the world be damned. Shibazaki, Bonaventura. Nice skip around for Bonaventura. Rene brings it forwards. He's got Momo outside of him and he uses him. Shibazaki to Bonaventura, takes a shot. And it's just wide of the right hand post, but it was a lovely idea from the Italian. A nice give and go pass between him and Shibazaki. And the goalkeeper sprawling for it. He definitely thought it was going in. Counting his lucky stars, it didn't. They're already 1-0 down here. It's a shock lead that Deportivo have over Barcelona. Dani Alves. Back to Ampadu. Ndombele now, who's the holding midfielder of this team. I've said many times before that the holding midfielder, for my teams anyway, is really the player that makes it tick. Oh, hello, the ball's loose here. Here's Malejo. Still got the ball, taken down by Tavares. And I don't know if the foul has been given for the initial challenge or the follow-up by Tavares. I think it's for the initial challenge. Yeah, he didn't get any of the ball there whatsoever. And so Javi Montero, it's less of an advantageous position than they were in when the ball originally broke to him, but they find Galoppo out on the, well, I say out on the, he's in the middle. Here's Rene. Back heel to Bonaventura, back out to Rene. Tries playing it inside to Momo, but unfortunately the winger had veered off from his usual position. Fabio Silva, Fati, Silva, Messi, back to Silva, and Arbia manages to get his foot on the ball and gets it as far as Momo before it falls back under the spell of the Barcelona players. And really now this is like one of those games of attack versus defence, and can Deportivo manage to hold on to this lead until half-time at the very least, and then they can reorganise. Although knowing this team, I don't think they're going to be looking to defend, not anytime soon. Ball played out, going to be a corner. Short again. Interesting tactics by Barcelona, and it very nearly works for them. A header on the a stroke of half-time. It sails over the crossbar. And in what is something of a massive surprise here at the Riazor, it's Deportivo La Coruna 1, Barcelona 0. The manager happy with what he saw in the first half. He sent exactly the same team out again to try and do more of the same. They had a little bit of joy crossing in from wide areas. Maybe they'll try to do a bit more of that. Shibazaki with a brilliant tackle, using his strength well there. Oh, that was not good though. That was not good at all. A terrible wayward pass, which has put Deportivo on the back foot immediately in this second half. Fati. That's brilliant. Good tackle. Unfortunately, they couldn't hang on to the ball long enough. But Galoppo now wins the ball again. And Berg's making a run. And if Momo can find the right ball for him, this could be that. No, it's not dangerous at all. Never mind. And it goes off of Berg just to add insult to injury for a goal kick. Long ball forward, Peru deals with it easily. Out to Arbia, finds Shibazaki, who gives it back to him. Now Victor Malejo. Bonaventura. Switches play out to Momo on the left-hand side. There's Rene. Heavy control, but he does keep hold of the ball. Rene again. Momo making a run inside of him. He finds him. Can't quite get his foot on the ball though. It's good defending by Ampadu. First change of the game. Artur coming on for Camavinga. Barcelona looking for a little bit more creativity in the middle of the park, I think. Shibazaki takes a shot. He fancied it from that kind of range. I have to say it was optimistic at best and foolish at worst. Goalkeeper has that all day long. Fabio Silva cutting something of a disgruntled figure in the middle of the park. Bonaventura out on the left-hand side, bringing the ball forward. Good tackle. Puts it out for a corner though. RB is going to look to whip it. Near post header from Berg over the top. It's gone in! Oh my goodness me, what a header by Berg! And that might very well be the first direct corner that we have scored at Deportivo La Coruna. And what a header to score! The Barcelona defence forming an inquiry, but my oh my, what a header! And the dad dance comes out in full effect. It's 2-0 to Deportivo. Who would have believed it? And Arbia has got the smell of this game up his nostrils now. As have the rest of the Deportivo players. You get the feeling that there's only going to be one winner now, and it's it's a silly thing to say on 70 minutes with a team 2-0 up, but when you're playing against a team like Barcelona, really anything could still happen. The Depor players are doing so well. They've just won themselves a free kick here. Barcelona starting to get a little bit distracted. Perhaps, dare I say, a little bit disgruntled with the referee, and that frustration is starting to show itself in rash challenges. We're away out here, but Victor Malejo looks like he fancies this. He shouldn't have. Bonaventura chipped over the top. It's a poor pass. And look at how quickly Depor get back to defend. And Rene has that all day long. Look at that. This team are playing so well as a unit. The passing's not too great though. Galoppo, oh, he's got one back there. What a finish that is by Fabio Silva. How quickly it can all go wrong. One lax pass. He takes one touch and buries it from the edge of the area. A little bit disappointing that opposition goalkeepers deal with those shots all day and night, but as soon as you face one, it finds its way into the back of the net. It wasn't even top corner, but he hit it with venom. And we're going to have to do better than that as Anthony comes on for De Jong. And before we kick off, I think we're going to have a look at what we can do. Does anyone need changing? And the answer is no. Bonaventura for Shelby would give us a little bit more bite, but not much. And we would lose something in dribbling and shooting. So we'll leave Bonaventura on the pitch. I think we're going to stick with things as they are. And we're just going to have to be fairly careful for the next 15 minutes. I don't like to do it, but this could be a huge result for us against Barcelona. And with that in mind, I think we're going to just try and play it around for the next 15 minutes. Attacking fullbacks switched off. Oh dear, Rene's in a little bit of trouble here. Finds Javi Montero though, so he's okay. Peru out to Arbia, who has room down this right hand side and uses it. Momo has it out on the right hand side here. Options on the edge of the area. Oh, Mo Berg's in space, surely. Yes, it is. It's free. Spectacular passing move by Deportivo. And just when you thought that Barcelona might be getting back into this game, Super Depor answer with a third goal of their own. Great strength from Berg to hold the man off. And a simple side foot finish into the bottom corner. And who would have believed at the start of this game that Deportivo would be 3-1 up at one point? It's been a fascinating game. One which started really badly for Barcelona, and in fairness to them, they never really recovered from the early goal that they conceded. Good covering from Peru, coming around over to the left, to the right side, sorry, to cover for Arbia, who was caught out of position. Looks like it's going to be a free kick to Barcelona, edge of the penalty area, and there's a little bit of a fracas between Shibazaki, it looks like, and Fati. Not sure why. It didn't look like it was intentional. Not even really sure why a free kick has been given, but those are the vagaries of this game. Ball into the mixer, underneath, goalkeeper makes a save, and has to, because Fabio Silva was all over that header. Another brilliant save by Jimenez, and he can, with a very straight face and a very sincere heart, claim to have been a real difference maker for this team. Oh, and the ball's gone in, it's 3-2. Barcelona have another one, and it's a second goal for Fabio Silva. And there was only so much that Jimenez could do. He got his hands to it, but they weren't quite strong enough. From that kind of range, it's always difficult for the goalkeeper. I appreciate his effort. But it's now 3-2, and we've had two stunning headers from corners. Well, one stunning header, and one that went in through brute force. Okay, so we have a couple of minutes left to survive here. Last time we looked to just hold on to the ball, we ended up scoring, so perhaps the same can happen again, you never know. But not if we lose possession like that. We need to be careful now. The counter-attack is on. Galoppo picks it up, very nice. Over the top for Berg. Moretti gets it back to the goalkeeper, who launches it long. Oh, Montero and Galoppo getting each other's way. Arbia doing his best to hold things up. 5 minutes of time, 3 already played. Header! And it's gone wide. And I had flashes for a second there of something awful. That gutting feeling of being 2-0 up and 3-1 up and walking away with a draw. We deserve nothing more than a win on this performance now. Ball is launched high up the centre of the pitch. Berg underneath it, looks to win the header. And that's all that she wrote. It's a win for Deportivo La Coruna, thanks to an own goal and 2 from Berg. Fabio Silva answering back twice. But Barcelona, after a 5th minute clanger, never really got back into this game. Here's the own goal from Moretti. Played down the left-hand side into Momo. He loads it in. And Moretti just manages to ghost it past the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper tells him not to worry about it. I don't know if he'll have the same attitude towards that own goal after the 90 minutes. Oh dear, what a goal to score. So there we go. What a result for Deportivo La Coruna. I'm sure that we were all thinking that we were going to come in for a bit of a hiding in this game. But look at those stats. We weren't on top by any means. We had less shots than the opposition, although our shots were on target for the most part. We had less passes, slightly more possession, but somehow we come away from it with all 3 points. Happy days. Let's have a look at the other results from today's matches. You can see there, Real Madrid have managed to secure themselves a 1-0 away victory at Girona. And Atletico Madrid have drawn with Real Betis, so there is going to possibly be a change at the top of the table. No, Athletic Club are only 1 point behind Atletico at this point now, though, with Sociedad and Leganes making up a very unlikely top 4. Deportivo La Coruna are now equal on points with Villarreal, Barcelona and Real Madrid. What heady company we are keeping in this league season. Absolutely unbelievable. At the beginning of the season, I thought to myself, there is no way, having been promoted from the 2nd division, even as champions, and at Alcántara, it has to be said, I thought there was no way on earth that the board's request of the top 6 could be achieved. I managed to talk them down to mid-table, so 13th and above. And at the moment, you have to say, it's not out of the question that we could get back into Europe. Now, before I leave you today, I do feel it's my responsibility to just go into the general settings, and I will do after the Derby Day interactive section here. Failed to win. Sorry, wait, what? Right, okay, so we drew our penultimate match and then we beat Barcelona. Are you ready? Is your season back on track? Um, I mean, it's a derby. It's going to be a tough challenge. They could be bottom of the league, and we've seen that that's happened to us before. Play bottom of the league and get beaten. When a team has something to play for, they can be a real difficult thing to get around. So let's say it's going to be a tough challenge. Let's be respectful, and hopefully that will rub off on our players, and they'll give us a little bit more for the game. Now, as I was saying, before we leave today, I'm just going to pop into system settings just to show you that we are indeed still playing on Superstar, which is second only to Legend in difficulty rating. So no cheating here. We are getting these results fair and square. And now that I've gotten used to Superstar difficulty, it's definitely more of a challenge and more enjoyable than Top Player was. Top Player got to a point where really I was just kind of scoring goals out of habit more than it wasn't really a challenge, let's say. Now we have a couple of things here. We had some manager offers, and wow. Okay. Well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But we're not going to Real Madrid. We have a job to do here. We didn't search out this job so that we could hop into a different one. We're here for the medium term, let's say. We're not here long term because, as you guys all know, PES 2021 is right around the corner. It has been pre-ordered, and I will be doing a series on PES 2021. So don't you worry about that. But with it being ordered and with the launch date fast approaching, I really want to get back to Newcastle before the end of this series. It might be that the two series overlap slightly. It might be that I delay the beginning of the 2021 season um, and until maybe a week later. Obviously, I have to get things patched and everything ready to go, so that's going to take me like a day or so. So we'll have to wait and see. But we will be going back to Newcastle at the very least for a final half season. It just depends how things work out. Um, but yeah, let's get this project done first. We have to get Super Depor back to where they were. Super Depor. I can't promise a league title, but what I can promise is we will not leave this club until we are back in European football, because that's what this club deserves. And frankly, after the season that Depor fans have had this year, I think it's the least that we can do for them. Let's have a look at some of this news. Berg's team role was played as a star player now. Well, that's good. Monthly training report. Everybody is improving. That's good to know. Schedule for November. We have the derby game against Celta Vigo, which we all knew about already. Earnings for October. Job at Real Madrid. Shibazaki's development, which I was talking about earlier. He needs to play more to develop. Of course, he's a starter, so that's not going to be a problem. And then a bunch of other stuff. So that's going to do us for another episode. I cannot believe that result. That is such a great result for this club, and hopefully we can use this as a launching pad to go forward and continue to shoot up the league and finish as high as we can. If we could finish in the European places this season, that would be immense. Absolutely immense. As I said, that'll do us. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow for the Galician Derby. Bye bye.